Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Team Natty here. Today we're going to be reviewing the New Balance Fuel Cell Prism. Now this is an interesting shoe for me because I tell you what, I literally bought this the Saturday before I left for basic military training. I left on a Tuesday. I literally took a 4-mile run on this thing, was like, it's good enough, should get through it. Took it to basic training, and I think I got a pretty good idea and review on how this shoe feels and works after really getting put to the test in it. First of all, I want to say I love this shoe. It's, well, let's get into it. Okay, I'll just go with the specs. 6mm drop. It's lightweight. It's their fuel cell midsole material. Here's the rubber on the outsole. And it's got some good strategic places. It's cut out in some places. It's supposed to be a mild stability shoe. As you can see with this medial post here, this part is a lot firmer than the other parts of the shoe, the other foam parts of the shoe. But I'll tell you what, besides like the first run where you feel it just ever so slightly in your arch, you don't notice it's there. It might help correct it just a little bit. I'm a neutral runner. I didn't even notice it. I thought the shoe works perfectly fine for any type of runner. Unless you need a lot of stability, then you probably don't want to go with this because it's not really that much of a stability shoe. But it looks great. They've got a ton of cool colorways. It's light. I don't know the exact ounces or stack height, so if you want to get like really technical, go somewhere else. I'm sorry. The only thing I didn't like about this shoe, well, right off the bat, I'll go with the cons of this shoe. Now, as you can see, like, it's pretty worn out and faded, and it's got its fair share of use. But the first thing right off the bat is I had to put these new insoles in it because this thing had the other soles just where they came right out of it. I've never had that problem with New Balance shoes. I know a lot of people have talked about that before in the past, but for me, I never had that problem. And then the insoles just kept coming up out of the shoe. So eventually I just ripped them out and got new ones. Thinking about getting different ones because the ones I have now are by Sole, and they're very aggressive, especially with the arch. They feel all right, but they're not my cup of tea. So 6mm drop, fuel cell midsole. It's really plush and squishy in the heel here, and you can just give it a nice squish. It's it's got that responsiveness, that pop. It's not as poppy as I'd want it to be. After putting a lot of miles on it, a lot of running, a lot of training, a lot of standing, a lot of walking around, the rubber has held up really well. Still has a good bit of traction. Even the fuel cell that's exposed isn't too worn down. Okay, continuing with the things I didn't really like about this shoe. The upper I felt was really weak. I don't know if you can see it, but right there, it started to separate at the toe where the pinky is. And I'll tell you, it wasn't uncomfortable. There was no rubbing there, but there's like this hole starting to form where the pinky toe is, and along the like overlay, this New Balance overlay, you can't really tell because it's like bunched up right now, but the material's starting to like pull apart. So it's like starting to create these like holes along like these like really weak areas along the lines of this like end. So as soon as something like hits it, it's gonna all come apart right there on the outside of the shoe. The lacing system worked just fine, except the tongue, when I first got it, was just moving ever so slightly to the side until it'd be all the way over here. I wish it was like gusseted or something. It'd be really nice if it like locked in a little bit better. I changed up the way it was laced so that it wouldn't do it on me anymore. What can I say? I love this shoe. I just wish it was like a little bit better of an upper, and that the insoles didn't screw me over and the tongue didn't move over. Those are the only things I have, and those aren't even big flights. Like, the tongue would move over on me, but I wouldn't even feel it. I just saw that it was like that, and that was like an annoyance thing. This, I could just, if I didn't care about the way my shoes looked, I could just shoe goo it over, and I probably will, or duct tape it or something, just so I can keep training in these because they're nice shoes. Also, the rubber started to detach on, I think my left pair, on certain places, just like on this green thing, it started to detach right here, but it hasn't like gotten any worse. And again, you could just use glue. This thing is light. It's 8.6 ounces for a men's size 9. I couldn't tell you the stack height. Again, I'm not gonna look that up, but 8.6 ounces for a men's size 9. I wear size 8. Yes, I did go true to size. So true to size, it works. This thing flies. I love it. Like, when you're running with it, you forget it's there, and that's kind of a good thing. I forgot that I was running in. I didn't feel any heel pain or Achilles pain, ankle pain, like I get with some shoes. Like, this thing just felt nice, locked in, You could run with it. You can go fast. You can go slow. This fuel cell cushion, there's just enough of it there that really helps with the impact. You can take it on long runs. I'm really considering running my next half marathon or full marathon in this sucker, or maybe getting something a little bit more cushion for the full, because as you can see, the stack height here in the toe area is pretty small, so, or pretty low, I should say. So I don't think it's got quite enough for the full marathon. I don't think it's gonna get me across the finish line like without really hurting me, but half marathon, yes, definitely easy. This is such a versatile shoe. I really enjoyed it over all the miles I ran in it in BMT and outside of BMT. I still run with it here at tech school. Hopefully I can get a better insole for it. This thing is, it's a great shoe. Recommend it, 4 out of 5. Yeah, hell yeah, great shoe. So if you can get a pair, I got this for like 90 bucks. It's $120 MSRP. But if you can get it, like look on Amazon, you can find a deal usually. So I got this for 90 bucks. I'm sure it'll go down here soon because it's a new year. So the sales are coming out, and they're probably because they're going to have the new models. So try it out if you can. As always, guys, take it easy. Team Natty out.